Hey guys, and welcome to part 5 of this FireRed playthrough. On the last episode we defeated the Vermilion gym, and we headed north through the Nugget Bridge, and we covered the new Pokémon that could be found on this route. In this episode we'll be heading east to Bill's house, and we'll be seeing what he has to offer. Just quickly, I did mention on the last episode that I may possibly teach Water Pulse to my War Turtle. I did double check what moves he learns, and he doesn't learn another Water type move until level 68 as a Blastoise, when it learns Hydro Pump. So until Surf, Water Pulse is definitely the better option. So if you start with War Turtle, that's definitely a good idea. I didn't actually heal in the last episode, so I must go do that. It shouldn't take 2 seconds. I don't think we can actually progress until we visit Bill, and we're basically stuck in Vermilion City and 2 routes to the north, as there are ledges blocking our way to go back to Mount Moon. So we can't head back there for a while. And the policeman is blocking our way to the next route, because we have to go through that house there to go to the next place. So let's head east, and we're now on Route 25. I will actually, because I'm sure this guy's got a ground type of some sort, so I'll switch out for my War Turtle. And yeah, here we are. There's a berry shadow there, so we found a Pecha berry which heals poison. Okay, I think the wild Pokemon are the exact same as on Route 24, so yeah, no new Pokemon reviews yet. Oh, okay, he's got a Machop. Machop's a fighting type. I don't think you'll have any moves that will be super effective against this unless you're using a flying type. But yeah, Water Pulse is a much nicer option than Water Gun. There's a little less PP, but 20 is still good. Okay, so... okay, there's the Geodude. Usually hikers usually, if they've got a Geodude, they'll send it out first and the Machop last, but not this time, I guess. So let's swiftly take that thing out, and let's move on. Another hiker there. I don't think I'll take the chance. Keep War Turtle out front. There are plenty of trainers here, so if you are still struggling with that Cerulean gym, you can come here for some extra training. You've got to be careful of these hikers if you are using a Charmeleon, but Metal Claw should suffice. So swiftly take that out with a Water Pulse. Yes, we are something. Right, okay, so let's move on. I'll switch back for Sparky for this youngster. Come here to practice. Good advice. Ah, good old youngster Joey with his top percentile Rattata. So let's show him what the top percentile really means, and swiftly take this thing out. Wow, Hyper Fang, I wasn't expecting that. That's going to do a ton. Ouch. I shouldn't have taken that chance, I should have gone for Quick Attack really, but oh well. And a Spearow. It's changed his team a bit. Okay, so let's Thunder Shock this thing. Critical hit, just destroy that bird. And yeah. So he defeated youngster Joey. More decent than you. Oh, another youngster here. Yeah, it is called the SSN. It's getting a bit confusing last episode. So, oh, a Slowpoke. Slowpoke's a water psychic type, just like Misty's Starmie. Not nearly as threatening, but still a good Pokemon in its own right. Slowpoke will get a full review much later in the game. This can't be obtained yet, I don't think. up to level 21. You are secretly mad. He's secretly mad. Yeah, this girl might have a grass type. Doesn't matter. Is he? Well, I definitely wanted to know that. Picnicker Kelsey has a Nidoran male. Just Thundershock this thing. Hope this doesn't do too much. Oh, good. Static is doing very well. Luckily, the Pokemon I want to exchange Sparky for also has Static, so I'll be still abusing that Static. I'll also be teaching that Pokemon Thunder Wave as well, so if Static just isn't enough, I will be using Thunder Wave. Growl, not too useful when I'm using Thundershock, but swiftly take you out. Gain some experience. You're right, it isn't the best, or else you would have won. Another high cut. I think I will switch back for Wartortle for this, just in case there is that Geodude or Onyx. And yeah, Geodude. Not very high levels, not very threatening, but still good for training if you need that extra training. My Wartortle's getting a little high in levels, so I want Sparky to gain some levels. Unfortunately, I'm going to totally struggle in the next gym. The two Pokemon I have are not very good against that gym. Well, I'm trying to think whether I get my... no, I can't. I think it may be possible for me to skip that gym until I get my next Pokemon. I'm trying to think about that though, because you get cut before you take on the gym, because you need cut to get to the gym, because it has a cut tree beforehand. The only thing is, I'm trying to remember if I can actually get through, because you've got to go through a dungeon to get to Lavender Town, and then once you've got through to Lavender Town you can go west, which is where I'm going to catch my next Pokemon. I'll see, because I'm going to really struggle with that gym. I may just go in it all guns blazing, although I'll struggle with an electric type and a water type. But yeah, if this girl spots you, okay, it's a guy. Wow, that's embarrassing. If this guy spots you from standing in that spot specifically, you don't have to worry about that cut tree. You can obtain that item freely. Camper Flint has a Rattata, very boring Pokemon. Certainly getting sick of these things, and I forgot to change who was up front. Oh well. I can't. I will switch back to Sparky. Hopefully I don't get taken out. Get intimidated. One issue though. Oh good, I can take it out. Yeah, most Pokemon at this point in the game do get 2-hit KO'd. There are a few exceptions, but most do. TM43 contains Secret Power. Now that's a much better normal type move. I was talking about Slam, I think, in the last episode, but that's a much better alternative. 70 Power has a 30% chance of inflicting, well, it has a 30% chance of doing one of many effects, depending on which battlefield you're playing on. I really cannot remember all of them, but I think there are things like flinching, paralysing, putting them to sleep, that kind of thing. There's tons of them, so Secret Power's a good move. Oh, I was going to switch to Sparky, but I won't. Right, so let's take out that Sand Shroom. Wartortle's getting all the taking all of Pikachu's thunder here, but switch back for it. Just to be safe, I will actually heal Sparky. I think this is the last trainer, but just in case. Skip that animation. Right, okay. I think this is one of the last trainers. Oddish. At least I know that because of the next Pokemon I'm going to be obtaining as a Fire type, the 4th gym is going to be not very difficult at all, which is lucky because with the Pokemon I have, Fire types aren't going to be not Fire types, sorry. My team isn't going to be doing very well against Lieutenant Surge, which, as his name kind of implies, uses electric types. Pikachu would be okay, but its defences aren't that good, so... Why am I using Quick Attack? I have no idea why I was just doing that. Obviously didn't switch my moves, just mashing the A button. Right, so, carrying on. Hopefully this doesn't do too much. That's okay. Good job I did heal. Finish off with one final big attack. Get up to that level 22. And here's Bill's house. I'm just wondering what these two do. Okay, so she was the last trainer, so let's go into Bill's house. Okay, doesn't look like Bill's home, but I'm wondering what this Clefairy is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Bill's a scientist, so he's gone into his teleporter machine, so we must activate it using this computer here. And there's Bill. And apparently he just leveled up. Alright, so let's speak to Bill. Okay, so this is the SS ticket. This must be used to gain access to the SS Anne. As he says, there are a lot of trainers on board, so it's great for training. I don't think you can skip Misty. You might be able to skip Misty and go visit him straight away, and then visit the SS Anne. It's never advisable to do that anyway. Oh yeah, so he's moved now, so I'm assuming that you must defeat Misty. Although I didn't try it personally. But yeah, it's probably easier to take out Misty beforehand anyway. But if you do need that extra training, then it's quite useful. So let's move on. I think I'm up to around 17 minutes on this episode, so I think we'll carry on. Okay, I'm not sure what Paw Prints are doing in here. Look, this guy was robbed, not attacked by a Pokemon. Okay. Okay, Team Rocket. Innocent bystander. Somehow I don't believe you. So let's take you on. What a chop. Stepping things up a bit. Okay, so let's Thunder Shock. As if I was going to do anything else. Focus Energy. I'm not too bothered about that. Focus Energy means that his critical hit chance doubles, I think. I think that's all it does. But of course he's utilising that focus energy very well. I do wonder about this. The random trainers in here. Drowsy. I will switch actually. Drowsy is a psychic type Pokemon. Not obtained until a little later in the game. It's very specially defensive. So this bite will be... Oh, okay, well that didn't do too badly. I don't like that, but at least it missed. Hypnosis is a sleep move. It's quite inaccurate though. I think it only has 55 accuracy in this game. It might have already increased to 60, but I think it's still 55. So let's defeat him. He gives up, and he's going to give us a reward. TM28, which contains Dig, which is a great move for your Nidoking or Nidoqueen, if you did use it. So here's the cut tree. This can be used to get to the rock tunnel, which separates Route 10 from Lavender Town. I'm thinking that I could actually get my Fire-type Pokemon before defeating Lieutenant Surge, but I think because I do like a challenge, I will skip that and not bother. Right, okay, so if we come down here, we head down to Route 5, and there is a small patch, well, a couple of small patches, I'm being mistaken, a few small patches of grass. I'll just come in here quickly. This is the daycare man, and he'll raise one of your Pokemon. You can't use, this is the same one as in the original Red, Blue and Yellow, so you can't breed Pokemon here, and you can't actually breed properly until the after game. So if you wanted to get yourself some egg moves, you're out of luck. But if you are wanting to see what's in that grass, there is one new Pokemon, which is Meowth. Meowth is a normal type Pokemon, very fast, but lacks everywhere else really. When it evolves into Persian at level 28, I think. I will add an annotation if that's wrong. It gets even speedier, has fairly rubbish other stats to be honest. If you're wanting some quick damage to avenge a fallen foe, Persian's your man, really. It's just not that good otherwise. It doesn't learn very good, well actually it does learn quite good moves, it's just it has no stats at all to back them up. It has lousy defences, lousy offensive stats. So this is the way to Saffron City, but unfortunately all of the gates around it are closed until he gets some tea, which we don't get for a while, so we can't visit Saffron City. But if we go through the underground path, we can cut through to Vermilion. I think there are some hidden items in here, but I don't think I'll look for those. It'll probably take forever. Struggling to actually get up the stairs. So we're now on Route 6. I can't remember if there's any new Pokemon on this route. I'm getting confused with Gold and Silver because I know that there are Pokemon that we haven't seen before on this route there. I don't think there are. If there are, I will add them to the end of this episode, as I think I'll end it in Vermilion City. But we'll cover this route, and if there are any encounters that I'm missing, Pokemon, sorry, that I'm missing, I will cover those. Very standard, boring bug catcher here with the typical bug types which should have evolved eons ago. Doing very little damage to my very weakly, well, it's got very weak defences, my Pikachu. Still they're doing nothing. So it just shows how weak these Pokemon are. If they've evolved, they might have actually have some offensive prowess, but they have nothing. And still surprisingly, that Poison Sting is just not one to poison me. I'm tempting fate by saying that, but hey. Take my luck, as I've still got some antidotes left over. You can skip these two. I think they are trainers. Yeah. So you can skip these two. but if you're wanting the extra experience, which I highly recommend, you can take these on. This guy's got an interesting Pokemon here, Squirtle. Obviously you know what to do against Squirtle by now. It's quite defensive, water type, weak to grass and electric, as you know, just in case you didn't. Okay, so he's taken out, so let's fight this girl. Let's interrupt their conversation and take them on. Oh joy, she has a Rattata. Free experience, but still a very boring fight. I don't like that move at all. But at least I paralysed it. Aha. Frankly, I see a quick attack coming. Take that. Get up to level 23. We'll just take a quick look at my stats. Yeah, okay. And a Pikachu. Ooh. So this will be good practice for the next gym. Okay, so let's quick attack it. Being used against me now. Okay. Either way, it's fainted. I will just heal my Pikachu quickly because there is quite a dangerous Pokemon coming up. I want to be fully healed for it. Well, not fully, but just not paralysed and not so low health. And yeah, so I think this is the guy. I'm certain it is. He says, "Are you good?" But yeah, it is. Okay, so you've got to be quite careful with this guy. This guy has a Butterfree. Now, even though it may just be a Butterfree, it does have some quite interesting moves. Sleep Powder is the one you've got to be most worried about, and it's a fully evolved Pokemon, so you must be quite careful. It also knows Supersonic, so that confusion can be quite annoying. If you have got a Pikachu or a Geodude, it will do very well. It has a lot of status inflicting moves, and I think it also has confusion, so it's very interested in doing lots of status moves. Luckily I didn't get parafused, and we'll take that Butterfree out. It does give a ton of experience if you knock it out. So at least we have a bug catcher that actually did something for once. No hidden berries over there. I don't think this is a double battle, I think it's just two people who are standing next to each other. I will just use another Paralyze Heal. Let's skip that animation. Yeah, it is. Just two single battles. Okay, so let's Thunder Shock this Pidgey. Destroy it. And a second Pidgey. I wonder if she has 3 Pidgeys. Ha. I do love static. Glad I picked up Pikachu now. I was debating whether or not to actually use one. I got 3 Pidgeys. I was actually debating whether to use a Pikachu or not, because I was wanting still to use the Pokemon that I'm exchanging it for later on. But Pikachu was a good choice for this point in the game. I couldn't think of a better Pokemon. Let's take on my boyfriend, I suppose. The last trainer of this route has a Spearow. Swiftly take that out. It's a level 24, I think. Yep. So both my Pokemon are even leveled now. And Eradicate, wow. No, I think I'll switch. I can see Sparky being knocked out by Hyper Fang easily, so I'll just switch. Quick attack. I think that Raticate is at an illegal level. Not illegal as in breaking the law, but I think it only evolves at level 20. I don't think it evolves that early. But it does give you a bit of a challenge at least. Okay, so here's Vermilion City. I'm not really going to cover too much of it right now, but this is down there is the port where you go to the SS Anne, and through here you get to Route 11. This is Diglett's Cave. Once you've gotten cut, you can go through to the other end of here, and you can trade that guy that I said about in the last episode for a Mr. Mime with your Abra. I'll cover that route to the east Pokemon next time. However, for the rest of this episode, I think I will just heal. I won't be doing anything else this episode. I think we've covered enough. So, yeah. Yeah, so I think we'll end this off here. There's the gym, by the way. There's that cut tree that I said about. But yeah, I will end this episode here. So I'll see you on the next episode. Next time we'll probably be taking on the SS Anne. We do have a rival battle coming up on the SS Anne, and we'll get cut, so we'll be able to do a lot of different things with cut. I think my primary concern will be just to do the gym, but other than that, I think we'll see what happens. I will go through Diglett's Cave, show you that trade, and may possibly catch an Abra. So yeah, I'm just rambling now, so I will see you on the next episode. See you later, guys.